Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Look for Case on Facebook. We're going to chapter 2, and Jonathan has one heck of a theory. Assault is Elray. That would be nuts. These are dark days, Ace. We're still recovering from the shock of Michelle's murder. So Sombra is preparing his final plan, and while you still cut Castillo and Colombia, their current leader is still at large. But that's not all. We came here because the USA's decision to build a wall on the Mexican border is causing an uproar. Controversy that was confirmed when we found the project's coordinator had been murdered. Ace, I know you might find more clues. I scanned the murder site scene for security cameras and got a signal from underground. There's a storage facility right underneath your crime scene. Oh, an underground storehouse sounds like the perfect place for a killer to hide evidence. Ace, put your boots on. We're going under. Okay, now, I know Saul's got to be like early mid-30s, so if it was 10 years ago, they make good sense. Maybe she was like 25. I don't know. She would have had to have been being groomed by Sombra since an orphan, which would be interesting. I can't remember if Saul is an orphan or not. That would be interesting. There's a leopard for a bloody club. Light bulb, security camera, hard hat. Well, judging from the blood on this club, it's obvious that the killer was down here. Let's send this club to Lars so we can confirm the blood is our killer's. And this must be the security camera Elliot detected. The view screen's locked, but I'm sure that won't be a problem for you, Ace. Torn poster's probably worth looking into as well. The killer's been down here. It might be theirs. Did you bring the tape, Ace? Always. And I want less lumberjacky. A little bit of a shave. A little trim. Go. Boom. Nice. Go ahead and press play on that view screen, Ace. Let's see what this camera recorded before it started working. Mr. Cortez, I don't normally do this kind of thing. You mustn't tell anyone about this. Minor indiscretion. Now, Cielito, you don't partake of the passion that is Ramon, then call me Mr. Cortez. Be serious. If anyone knew I'd come down here with you. Oh, me more. Ramon doesn't talk about his sexual conquest. Like all true legends, it's others who will talk about it. Oh, Ramon, please. If anyone finds out about this and I lose my job because of you, I'll have your head. Ooh, such passion, such power. Come to me, muñeca. Let us rock the universe again. Mr. Ramon, oh. Whoa. Okay, you can stop that recording, Ace. We get the picture. Ramon was clearly lying when he said he had his womanizing days were over. He was having an affair with his supervisor. Perhaps he's not a changed man after all. You're right, Ace. This legend needs to explain himself. Dude, we got you on film. How did you not know that there's a security camera? You gotta check that stuff. Bring down the wall. Comes tumbling, tumbling. Wall. Comes tumbling, tumbling. This is a protest poster, Ace. Whoever this belonged to is clearly not in favor of the wall's construction. We know the victim's involvement with the wall meant she had a lot of enemies. Let's recover that faded text and see if it belongs to one of them. Alright, Ramon, we'll talk to you, but you just wait a little bit. We'll let you sweat. Those are strong words, Ace. The protest, bring down the wall, bring down Cindy Hamilton. The protest seems to be endorsed by Medina Cuervo. Well, I think we have a few strong words of our own with Medina Cuervo and find out whether she actually did bring down Cindy Hamilton. Alright, Ramon, stop lying to us and come clean. We know you were sleeping with Cindy Hamilton. Oh, you found out about that. I was sure the camera was turned off. But I won't deny, Senior Trooper Ace, that beautiful Cielito and I shared a day of magic and passion. We rode on my motorcycle and then we made a wild, passionate love. And do you always sleep with your supervisors? Amigos, there's nothing sexier than a woman of authority. You can't bridle a stallion like me. Well, we're not your amigo. Cindy said she'd have your head if anyone found out. Perhaps it was you who had her head. How dare you? I never lay a hand on a woman, apart from giving her pleasure, of course. My days of violence are over. If you did kill Cindy, your days of freedom will be over for good. Dude, that guy, he's too much. Too much. Good job, Ingrid. Guy's a pig. Medina Cuervo, we're here about your protest. We don't know if you're aware, but Cindy Hamilton's been murdered. Of course I'm aware. I hope you're not implying that I had anything to do with it. I'm a peaceful protester. Well, those posters of yours don't look very peaceful. Look, Cindy Hamilton and her wall stood against everything I believe in. As such, she was my enemy. That wall is dividing our nations, undoing decades of effort on both sides of the border to achieve peace. But I respect her conviction, standing behind her cause, even if I didn't agree with it. I'll raise a glass of tequila to that. And maybe she was right. Once this wall's built, people like her won't be in Mexico anymore. If she'd stay away, perhaps she'd still be alive. Sounds like a threat. Anyways, guys, see you guys in 12 hours. I'm gonna grab some stars. Been pitching this idiot. Au revoir. Alright, folks, pitching this idiot, we are back. Let's finish off these results. I grabbed some stars. Great news, Ace. I can confirm that the club you brought me is the murder weapon. Or at least I confirm it before DuPont snatched it away. What do you mean DuPont took it? Ah, let me explain, mon ami. This is an exquisite example of a traditional piñata bat, intricately inlaid with Aztec carvings. Piñatas have been part of Mexican culture for centuries. The ancient Aztecs worshipped their war god, Huitzilopochtli, by decorating a clay pot and hanging it on a stick outside of their temples. Filled with jewels, these pots were then smashed open during public festivals, the treasures inside presented as offerings. To be in possession of such an object, the killer must certainly have a knowledge of ancient Aztec beliefs. I don't think human offerings are what Huitzilopochtli. Oh, forget it. Now that you've discovered Cindy's killer has an affinity for Aztec legends, they best believe it's only a matter of time before they're behind bars. Nice. They did actually have Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. That's funny. I forgot about those guys. Yes, Jeff Goldblum. That's the guy. Great work finding the murder weapon, Ace, but this case is far from closed. We need to dig up more evidence before to catch Cindy's killer. And good idea. The killer's affinity for the Mexican cultural traditions. Let's go to the Day of the Dead parade. They may have spent some time there. I totally think that that's right. I totally think that he was Ian Malcolm. Yep. That's right. Totally that guy. I could totally see him being it. At least taking a lot of personality traits, because he was kind of a womanizer on Jurassic Park too. Let's see. Okay, offerings plate. Not really focused too much, but let's see. So fan, cat, piñata, liquor bottle, and a hammer. Nice. Hate to be beaten to death with a hammer. I mean, to be fair, I'd hate to be beaten to death by anything, but a hammer it just doesn't sound right. Dude, time travel would be so cool. Yep, I agree. I don't know whose blood's on the hammer, but I don't like it. Let's get a sample, Ace. And I feel bad rummaging through these memorial offerings, but I agree, Ace. We should probably take a look. 50 cases, man. I have done, somebody listed, I think we've done 150 cases. It's a lot, man. And every time I upload them, each section, every day in the morning at about the same time. Aha. The photograph you found doesn't seem to belong among those altar objects. Hey, wait, Ace, that's the victim, and she's being yelled at by that parade organizer, Lupita Mendez. Lupita invited Cindy to the parade to extend an olive branch, but she sure doesn't look happy. We better ask her why. Great art, too, for Chapter 2. Alright, what do we got here? Took me a long time, but not too shabby. Let's get this blood you collect off that hammer to the lab. Lars can tell us who it belongs to. For sure. And then we'll talk to Lupita. She knew the victim more than she let on. Can you explain this photograph to Senior Trooper Ace, Miss Mendez? I thought you invited Cindy Hamilton to the parade as a peace offering. I did, but she made a mockery of one of our most sacred traditions. Look at the photo. She sat down on a memorial altar, drank the offering water, then lit a cigarette using one of the memorial candles. Afterward, I rode my Italica to the wall site to bury the hatchet and offered to share around a tequilas, but Cindy laughed in my face. Wow, so you're admitting that you went to the construction site and argued with the victim? You realize that's where she was murdered. Wait, you think I had something to do with it? Don't be ridiculous. Well, if we find out that you organized the day of Cindy's death, Lupita, you'll be spending next year's celebration in jail. Boom! Shakalaka. But anyways, guys, I'm going to grab some more stars. I will be right back in 12 hours. I've been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, we are back. Let's finish this off. Hey, well, Ace, the blood covered on the hammer wasn't the victim's, but still connected to your investigation. The blood matched a certain Chico Alegria, who was a senior contractor on the construction site, which means he worked with your victim. Well, if Chico Alegria knew the victim, he might be able to shed some more light on this case. Let's go talk to him and find out. Chico Alegria, I want to ask you about the murder of Cindy Hamilton. Oh yeah, such a tragedy. I drank a bottle of my finest tequila to honor her memory. Yeah, we are really surprised to hear that. Most people we've spoken to didn't really like her. Well, Cindy personally endorsed my application to manage the construction companies at the site, so you won't hear a bad word about her from me. She wasn't very popular, and neither is this wall, but none of that interests me. I'm making a lot of money from this project. Well, yeah, don't start spending your fortune yet, Mr. Alegria. We may need to speak to you again before this investigation is over. Beaten to death with the pinata bat, Ace. What a way to go. And the list of the victim's enemies seems to be getting longer. Lupita Mendez was outraged by Cindy's disrespect at the Day of the Dead parade, and that protest leader, Medina Cuervo, had plenty of motive to take the victim down. Oh, wow. Everyone admits to being at the crime scene, but to be honest, any one of them could be the killer. Ace is trouble at the wall. A crowd of people is gathering on the site. They're threatening to tear it down. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in Chapter 3. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.